I never thought they'd put a sim racer in an F1 car. Who would be crazy enough to do that?
Sebastian's come a long way.
We've seen how straight away Sebastian was able to perform.
Bit of a shock, to be honest.
The way he was able to just adapt surprised pretty much everybody here.
He's made some big steps already, but stepping into a Formula One car is a quantum leap.
Collector pressure's okay.
Collector pressure's fine. Pumps are running.
When they're setting up everything, you just realise how high level all of this is.
I wanted at least half a bar on here, or over 0.3, and a good nice bar on this one.
It's just way beyond anything else. It's the sound that's the scary part, in my opinion. It's when they fire it up, then shit gets real. Patrick is going to go out for a few laps, going to set some benchmarks, which is great because if I don't have anything to compare to, it's hard to gauge what I'm doing.
He was an 18.1, and a 17 and a 16.6.
Nice job.
Good fun. Give me more, baby, give me more.
Patrick has more experience at this track than anyone else, so I don't know how close I'll get to those times, but I know it'll be hard. That's the main thing.
But now you're gonna jump in the real car.
Yeah.
In the F1 car. When you go onto the throttle, your face will be like...
Yeah. Well, that's what it was like when I saw you come out of the pits.
Yeah.
I was like, how cool is that?
No, it's gonna be great.
I have to keep reminding myself how ridiculous this is that I'm doing it. I've driven the Formula 4 and the 3.5.
The Formula 4 has around 200 horsepower. The Formula 3.5 has already 500 horsepower.
When you've got 1,000 horsepower roughly strapped behind you, it will perhaps feel slightly different.
He's driving one of the most iconic Formula One cars. When people think of Formula One and the great years of it, it's one of these cars.
When I got my first chance to drive a F1 car, it was like, wow.
I think every little boy really wants to be a racing driver, don't they? It's been his dream for forever.
So, yes, my dream is definitely coming true.
Good luck.
Thank you.
No, you'll do well.
Stepping into a Formula One car, which are the quickest cars in the world, is going to be fascinating. This is by far his biggest challenge.
Blankets off, please.
Okay, bar up, please.
Radio check, Seth, can you hear me? Yep, all good. Okay, good.
So, have fun, enjoy it.
It will be interesting to see what lap times he's going to do.
It's going to be completely new to me. I have no idea how it's going to feel. My main goal is to just enjoy driving an F1 car. Simple as that. I made sure to go full throttle. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. When I do it, I'm just like, my body wants me to lift off the throttle because it's so ridiculous, and the sound as well. It's just, yeah, mental.
Sounds like he knows what he's doing.
He's not afraid, is he? It's good. Yeah, I know. 119.
There's a lot of emotions going on when I'm driving, but fear isn't really one of them. It's It's just this insane adrenaline. Driving at crazy speeds, of course you're going to feel something.
Are you worried yet, Patrick?
No more show runs for you?
All good. All good. He will have a big smile on the face. And how is it?
Awesome.
Yeah. So close to the sim?
I finally feel my neck. I wish I could say it's comparable, but the speed just takes over everything. Imagine the fastest roller coaster you've ever been on and then multiply it. The two left-handers, I was like, oh, now I feel the neck. Finally.
That G-force is what you feel in the car, and he performed really well.
It felt natural, like it felt so good. I knew it'd be a lot quicker, but it's still a shock how much of a jump it is.
Yeah, yeah. Ready to go out again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a big connection in sim racing to real racing.
I think the sim racing could eventually create a broader pool of talent for the younger drivers because it's way more accessible. Motor racing is expensive, whereas sim racing is a much cheaper version.
But I don't think that people should underestimate the skills that it requires to actually be an R racer. There are other factors.
Is it warmer, is it colder? Those small things can make a big difference.
Oh, be careful.
Whereby somebody who's grown in that environment more naturally will absorb it better.
So this challenge is to see how closely does the virtual world relate to the real world. That is the question to be answered. This is what this is all about.
Okay, fire please.
I've met many drivers and they go to a certain lap very quickly. But the difficult part is then the last half a second. That's getting really tough.
Now you stay out until you see the checkered flag, okay? Awesome. That's what I like to hear. I know, Oscar. Yeah, good see it. It should be fine, alright? Yeah.
He was behind a few seconds on the first lap, but then when you check the data, it was the same pattern as what Patrick was doing, with only like a few meters of braking, but he had the whole fundamentals there.
He's starting to get confident. You can hear him trying to pick up earlier up here.
You hear it.
You'll see in the next laps if he really gets comfortable now.
And then he got more that feeling of sim racing. After that, he improved every run.
To get into top level of karting, you need a lot of money. Started doing sim racing because we can afford to go to a high level. Fast forward 10 years and I'm being put in an F1 car. Not because I've paid £1 million, but purely because I got here from sim racing.
To be able to see him deliver these lap times, I mean, these different cars and adapt so quickly, I think a lot of people are very, very proud of him.
How was that?
Pretty awesome, yeah.
This day he will never forget his whole life.
To get within virtually a second of the reference time, that is very impressive.
A lap time to me isn't super important today. It's more about the fact that I felt very comfortable with it.
Well done again. Really good job.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the help. You've been so helpful.
The proof in the pudding will be to actually put an R racer into a competitive situation.
When you're in the middle of the field, it's tough.
Honestly, I think he's got a lot of potential, Seb. It'd be great to see Seb actually enter a race. I don't think he would be one of those guys who sits in the middle of the pack either. I think he would definitely be in the top 5 of the Carrera Cup.
This test will hopefully lead to further opportunities for Sebastian and hopefully others, that demonstrates that the virtual world and reality are only getting closer and closer.